welcome back to Twigs and Tranquility. In today's episode, we'll be talking about Japanese maple trees. I'll be doing a prune on them. We'll take some cuttings as well, and then we'll do a little experiment with those cuttings and see how many of those cuttings take. We'll be pruning back this Bishojo maple tree, and as you can see, it's throwing these really long shoots, and these needs to be pruned back so that the leaves in the inner canopy gets a lot more light, and also keeps the bonsai nice and compact. And I've got two more that we'll be taking cuttings from. I've got this is another Deshaja maple that I bought from a nursery, and as you can see, this one's also healthy and throwing shoots at the top, and I think we can prune some of these back. Third one that we'll be pruning is a generic Japanese maple. I bought this last season and just let it grow wild, but it's got a really nice bend to start off with, and I think it's time for a bit of prunes. But before we start, we need to make sure we're using a clean pair of scissors. Cleanliness is the key when you're taking cuttings, so that you're not introducing any germs. Make sure that we've got a plastic bowl or any pot with some water in it, and that just to make sure that the cuttings don't dry out. So let's begin by examining this tree. We've got nice, really long shoots coming off from really low down here that we definitely can snip. I don't know if you can see the trunk line is like this, and then it comes round here, and then it branches out into two, and then we've got this and this branch that's just lying down, and this one's just shooting up. So we'll be snipping quite a few from these, the leaders, and then we'll be snipping this off, and then a few from there. So first off, I'm gonna come around here, just at the base, right about there, and then do our first snip, and then we place this into our water. See what else we can take off. This one is coming from a junction right there, so this one needs to come off because that's going to cause some inverse taper there, and I'm just gonna snip it right at the base of it. Hold it there and then snip. Let's take some of these tall shoots. So what I want to do is I want to keep the two leaves here, go a bit higher so that it has a bit of space to die out, and then snip right there. And then we've got this. I think we've got these long shoots that are coming out, and it's got really long internodes. I'm gonna just bring them back right about there. And then we've got these two here. We want to facilitate ramification, so what we'll be doing is we'll be bringing this back down here so that we've got ramification. And this one again, very long internode. I'm gonna cut this right back down here. Today we'll be working on this beautiful the Shoujo maple, giving it a bit of prune. As you can see, it's got lots of these long shoots coming out. Once we've pruned them, we will use those pruned material as cuttings. I'm going to try a new technique of propagating them from the cuttings. Pruning decisions, right? Long, slender shoots shooting up from the apex. I'm gonna bring them right back down to the single buds, and then got these, and then what I'm doing is I'm going to put them in some water so that the cuttings don't dry out. I'm gonna do them throughout the whole plant. Beautiful to snip it right at the bottom. So there we go, that one. I want the tree to be compact. I think I'll leave it at that today. We'll make some more decisions later down the line.